What's up, fam? Check this out. We're gonna get real serious today. Real tough subject. Real tight, tough subject. Pasta. Which ones are good, which ones are not. We're gonna go over a few of the ones I like that are very easy to get. Some harder, a couple of them are harder, but you can always start from this side and we'll work our way this way. So at the grocery store, you walk in, depending on what grocery store you're in. Let's say we're at a middle to higher end grocery store. Starting here with Billa. So this pasta here is pretty much in any grocery store at this point in time. It is out of the four here, my least favorite, but definitely a go-to in the grocery aisle because it'll bring you a good product. It's very consistent. They do make two different forms of it, so you have to be careful. Some of them are made in Billa's factories here in America, which this one is, and then Billa has their own pasta that they have in Italy too. There are two different cuts, two different blends. Of course, the one in Italy as a dry pasta is always better if you can get your hands on it. Typically, they're in a green packaging more so than the blue. You won't really notice that until you start doing that research, and it's a little bit harder to find. All in all, a great pasta to start. It's a good daily driver. It gets to where you need to be. Everything is beautiful. Moving on to Di Cecco, which is a very nice pasta. I like it a little bit better than the Billa because it holds better when you're cooking, a better al dente, and a better crisp and a better semolina flavor to it. So if you're in a competitive grocery store, these two items are pretty competitive with each other. They're both fighting for the same market, and they both are very good. However, I prefer this brand better. Okay, so you can find those in your market. Any cut will do. Typically, they make a really good bucatini or anything long, holds up really nice in the Di Cecco product. Moving on now, if you want to get a little more specialty, we're going to go over to a whole nother level of pasta. Okay, this is a steel cut or stone ground pasta. And what it does is you can tell there's almost a cloudiness on it. That is because it hasn't been processed, it is cut with steel. So what it does is it absorbs, and it's a little bit more porous, so it will absorb your water as you're cooking it, and it will absorb your pasta, your acids, the garlics, the oils, everything that will go into the pasta. So now when you eat that semolina in the pasta, you're going to get a nice little flavor with it as well. And it also cooks a little bit longer. It takes a little bit more time to cook and toss, but it's well worth the wait. Moving on here, this is directly from Italy, not really in our market unless you order it, okay? This is an Eletra. This is a very nice pasta. This is a spaghettini, which is a little bit smaller than a thick pasta spaghetti, but this is made in Rome. It's a Roman pasta, made in Italy, processed in Italy, sold in Italy, and it can be brought here via specialty shops, Italian markets, Italian purveyors who carry them, or you can order them online. I would really recommend using this. This will change the way you eat pasta, and as we do these episodes, I'm gonna get into making pasta in the pan and how you go about different cuts for different sauces, different acidities, and how they work well together. Moving on to one of my favorites is Mancini. This is a very high-end, this is a kind of a boutique pasta in Italy. Very, very good, very organic. Everything about this pasta is absolutely delicious. On the bottom here, they have a QR code. You can tap into that QR code, go right online, and it will show you the exact time this wheat was harvested, the semolina was processed, where in the field it was processed, and which plant on that farm it was processed. Family owned, small production. This is a calamari cut, taking a name from calamari, which is gonna be that round ring. Really nice with seafood dishes. Some people use it with meats or ragus or beefs, which works well too, but I prefer it with nice broccolini, mussels, zuppa di pesce, something like that, where you're gonna have a nice seafoody, tomatoey sauce that's gonna really hold well inside of those rings. Mancini product, amazing pasta, changes the way you eat, changes the way you live. This is the way to go with it if you wanna go up the scale. However, again, Billa, a great daily driver, as well with Di Cecco, and then any specialty one made in Italy with a steel cut finish to it, with that nice clear or cloudy look to it, almost like there's a film. That's where you know you're gonna get a nice absorption of that pasta and really get that flavor going. So don't fuck around when you buy pasta, okay? Do yourself a favor, take the extra step. Leave the stuff alone that's cheap. Stay away from the plastic bag stuff. Stay away from the store-bought stuff if you can. If you can't, cook it less than you normally would, and at least try and enjoy it the best you can. The shitty pasta is sometimes better than no pasta, as long as you cook it right. If it isn't, though, you might as well just remember the memory of good pasta and not ruin that, okay? All right, have a great day. Get some pasta in your face hole. Ciao for now.